Hello.
Hello, we are live. It's Elka,
And Jen.
and we are here for another motivational moment. And
There we
there we
go.
go. We're finally live. It's Elka and Jen.
Hello.
We're here for another motivational moment. We love doing these, by the way, taking someone else's amazing quote and interpreting it for the day because it's, today's April 30th, 2020. We are interpreting COVID-19 events around us and hoping to give you a little bit of a ray of sunshine and or hope with our quotes and just our little talk about them, because we don't do anything beforehand. We just kind of look at the quote and we go, this is what I think it means to me.
Yeah, which I love too, because you get this, like, you channel what's going on in your mind at this point in time and how you feel and what the situation is.
So tell us what the quote means for you in the chat for sure. So here it is.
Yeah, we actually have a lot of people who watch these videos, and they
as a replay
too, and it's really nice to see how you have actually interpreted what we've spoken about, or the quote in general, and just given your version or idea or perception or perspective on it. So today's quote is, concentrate all your thoughts upon the work at hand. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus, by Alexander Graham Bell.
And obviously this was a while back, so it's very like heavy duty English, and there's a bit of descriptive in there, but really what it means to me is don't have like 10 million things going on at once. Focus on what you're doing that's the most important, and focus on it completely so that you can have the most power of taking that and making it work, or creating something, or getting it done, or whatever that action or task is that you need to do. Focus solely on that so you can give it 110% of your energy and your focus. And I love that analogy. The sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus. It's like, yeah, you're right. Like the sun is shining all the time, but it's not burning us. But when you put a magnifying glass down on the ground, the sun's rays are being channeled in, and then whatever's the light's touching after that on the ground, or whatever you're focusing on with the magnifying glass, that ends up burning, because that's now has power, right? It doesn't have power before that. The sun's not in any way as strong. It's still strong, but it's not as strong as if you had it magnified. And so what you're doing when you're concentrating is you're magnifying and putting all those thoughts together. So it's like Geordi from Star Trek.
I was just gonna think of the guy Cyclops from
Cyclops.
Star Wars, from X-Men.
Yes.
So yeah, when you focus,
zoom. So, but yeah, I think this is so important, because especially in this day and age, even while we're talking, there's like phones going off and dings and Facebook messages, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I don't realize it until later, when it's like about an hour or so after I start a task, that I have maybe focused for maybe half an hour on that task. Really, the rest of the time was distraction. And we don't really have that luxury right now anymore, so we have to be super laser focused. Again, a light analogy, to make sure that we stay on that path and give it our all.
Yeah, and also that goes for concentrating on the negative things too, where you want to make sure you're concentrating on the positive and focusing in on and when it says the work at hand, it means that what your vision is and what you want to strive for and what you want to achieve. And so those things are obviously all positives, and you have to focus in on what you're going to do every day, your specific tasks, the action plan that you're going to implement. It can be related to business or personal, like health and growth. But if you concentrate on the negative, like everything that has to do with coronavirus and the news, and then maybe your family members or your friends they're like negative Nancy's, they are like, all of these things are very true and very real, and they're happening in the world. But if your concentration is all about the bad things that are happening with coronavirus and how it's affecting the world, then that's going to be your reality, and that is actually going to burn into your vision of where you're going to go in the future. It's going to hinder, it's going to distract you from getting you to where you want to go.
I like how you've taken this quote to the next level.
Yeah. And so not just only concentrating on what you want to do and what you want to achieve, but concentrating only on the positive and leaving out the negative, because actually
when you
what is
do,
it?
you actually always can focus more on the negative than the
That's what I
positive
was just gonna
with
say.
more effort and zeal, right? It's just crazy, but
Or with less effort, actually.
no, like you're focused on the negative.
Yeah,
Like
you focus on
it's
the negative with less effort. You actually focus on the negative without realizing that you're focusing on the negative.
but you bring more zeal to the task so that actually you end up being more focused on it and make it like your all rather than having it be a negligible thing.
Yes, you have more focus on it with less effort, I
Yes,
think,
because
because
it just
it's
comes
everywhere.
naturally. It's
Yeah.
just like all of a
People
sudden.
are more attracted to the negative,
Yeah.
which is really unfortunate, and it's the truth. You are more focused on the fact that it's a bad day outside and the weather's crap than when it's a good day. And when it's a good day, you're still complaining because it's too hot. And so all of us, we do the same
I
thing.
like rainy days.
And so when you think that something is negative, always try and look at the positive, or don't even like erase those thoughts from your mind. Say, no, I'm not going to say it, or don't even think about it, because even if you think that, oh, saying that the weather's bad isn't actually being negative, it truly is, where you are then now focused on the fact that it's bad weather outside rather than the fact that it's actually not snowing versus raining, or that it's not as cold as it can be. You're always looking at the way that you can spin it, at least for the positive. And I've done a whole bunch of exercises with some of our course members, and we have talked to them about affirmations and concentration and repetition, and all of this stems down from like this quote in particular, where you're concentrating upon what's happening and the work that you have at hand, and that you can manipulate yourself. You have control over your reality, and you have control over your focus.
Good. Awesome. Yeah, I like this. And if you want to achieve things, which is really what this is all about, is you need to have that focus. And as we were talking about this, I think, what is it, 7 to 10 positive things is what you need to negate a negative. And so if you even have any sort of small negative distraction, you can't concentrate on all those thoughts to get your task done, which is what the whole quote is all about. Is you have to concentrate all of your thoughts, not some, not a few, not like half, but all of your thoughts on the work at hand to really get that to work, because that's when you start to have that focus of the power of the sun in this case, but also the power of the focus, which is to concentrate on the positive thing that you're trying to achieve and accomplish. Yeah, it's so true. Like, you get derailed really, really fast. If something doesn't work, just check with someone who's in that state of mind. If you are listening to someone and they try to do something, what do they focus on? Do they focus on, let's try another approach, let's see if this works, let's get to work, let's do this? Or do they focus on, I wish I could have done it that way, or that was not meant to be, or someone hates me, or the universe hates me, or that person didn't do what I wanted them to do, right? So those kinds of things are then your focus. And then, as Jen said, you can drill down even more, because all of those negative influences and ideas and thoughts become so focused that all of a sudden you're not even able to focus or do the challenge, period, because you're laser focused and the rays are burning of all those negative things that just burnt a hole in your entire ability to do the task at hand. And you need to escape that.
Yes.
Is that cool?
I love it. I think it's a really great quote.
I like it too.
Yeah. Okay, well.
So thank you so much for being with us. We'll see you again tomorrow.
Yes, for another motivational moment. Have a great day and stay safe and healthy and happy. Bye.